Good morning. Welcome in the next lecture of radar and TV engineering. In previous lectures, we have studied about the radar. We have discussed the basics of radars, types of radars, working principle, and the construction of radar. We also calculate the radar range equation. We have already discussed the Doppler effects in the radar. So radar is a very important system in the present scenario and in the modern era of the communication. Now we are come to on second part of this curriculum, that is the TV engineering. Today onwards, we will discuss about the television, and we will discuss about the LED, LCD TVs, Blu-ray, Blue disc, and memory devices, and etc. So today's lecture is based on the television fundamental. So we will going in the further lectures. So we will discuss about the more insight of the television. The main content of this video lecture is the introduction, basic block diagram of transmission of TV system, scanning and synchronizing circuits, simple block diagram of TV, horizontal scanning, that is the H scanning, vertical scanning, V scanning. So these are the main content of today's lecture. The main objective of this video lecture is to understand the basic fundamental of TV engineering. Student will understand the concept of the TV, how TV is work, and the main construction architecture of the TV. Day by day, student will able to understand the concept of the transmitter and receiver. They are able to design the TV transmitter and TV receiver. To understand the basic concept of the transmitter, the student will also learn about the TV receiver. They will able to understand the concept of the TV receiver, and they are able to differentiate the TV receivers as well as the other component in the receiver system. To understand the scanning in the TV transmitter, how the scanning is a process in the TV transmission system. The outcomes, students will understand the concept of TV fundamental. They will discuss about the basic architecture of TV in this lecture, and they are also able to understand the scanning process and synchronizing process of TV system. They will also learn the scanning process, how the electron beam is scanned in the transmission system. They will also learn the transmitter and receiver block diagram, or the basic fundamental block diagram of TV transmitter and receiver. In the further next lectures, we will also discuss the more detailed TV transmitter circuit as well as the TV receiver circuit. The textbooks are the Monochrome and Color Television second edition by R.R. Gulati, 2015, new publication. And reference book is the TV and Video Engineers reference book, first edition, that is K.G. Jackson, G.B. Townsend, 1st January 1991. A part of these two books, you are able to learn from the online. They are able to download the online books, and you will watch the video related to the television system, color television system. And if you uh, download the papers related to the LED TVs, LCD TVs, color TVs, then you will also understand the latest research in the field of the television. Another resources for the learning of the monogram and color television is the NPTEL. You go and watch the videos and download the material from the NPTEL. So one is the best book for monochrome and color television is that the R.R. Dulal. Introduction. The television means the tele plus vision. That is, television is used to see the picture telecast from the long distance. Understand? Means tele means vision, means visibility, and tele means distance. We are able to see the picture which is telecast from the long distance. In the TV transmission, both picture and sound are transmitted. For the picture, amplitude modulation is used, and for the sound, FM modulation is used. So in the TV system, AM is used for amplitude modulation, and sound modulation is based on the FM modulation. AM modulation and FM modulation is already discussed in the communication system in previous semester. The fundamental aim of a television system is to extend the sense of sight beyond its natural limits, along with the sound associated with the scene being televised. Essentially, then a TV system is an extension of the science of the radio communication with the additional complexity that besides the sound picture detail are also be transmitted. In most television system, as also in the CCIR 625 lines monochrome system adopted by India. Means in India, we have the PAL system, which has the 625 line monochrome systems. The picture signal is the amplitude modulated, sound signal frequency modulated before transmission. Means our picture signal is the amplitude modulated and sound signal is the frequency modulation before the transmission in the transmitter section. The carrier frequencies are suitably spaced and modulated output radiated through a common antenna. Means in this we have common antenna, the modulated output radiated through the common antenna. Each broadcasting station can have its own carrier frequency, and the receiver can then be tuned to the selected any desired station. Means in the transmission section of the television signal, the signal is modulated on the carrier frequency and its own carrier frequency, and the receiver can then be tuned to the particular selected frequency or particular desired frequency, which is matched with the transmitter as well as the receiver. So through which we are able to get the TV signal at the receiver antenna. This is the complete synchronizing block diagram or basic building block of TV transmission. This is the simplified block diagram of a mono TV transmitter. This is only for black and white TV. Monochrome stands for black and white television. So in this block diagram, we have a light signal from the source, and this light signal is captured by television camera, and this camera is feed the signal to the video amplifier. Then this signal is feed to the amplitude modulating amplifier. So television camera is connected with the scanning and the synchronizing circuit. The output of the scanning and the synchronizing circuit is a feed into the amplitude modulated amplifier. In the AM modulating amplifier, the amplitude of the picture is modulated. Similarly, this output of the amplitude modulating amplifier is feed to the power amplifier. Then in the next section, lower of this block diagram, we have a microphone. With the microphone, we capture the audio signal. Then audio signal is converted to the audio amplifier. Means the microphone is a device which converts the audio signal into electrical voltage and current. This electrical voltage and current is applied to the audio amplifier. So this audio amplifier is convert this signal into the FM modulating amplifier. So FM modulating amplifier is a amplifier which modulate the audio signal or frequency modulate the audio signal. Then in the next section, we have FM sound transmitter section. So sound is transmitted to this section. And we have the crystal oscillators, RF amplifier, and power amplifier. The amplitude picture signal is amplified by the power amplifier. Power amplifier is derived by the RF amplifier and the crystal oscillators. So in the combining network, combine both amplitude modulated picture signal and FM sound signal. So the combining section is produce a combined output, that is the picture with the sound, and the transmitter antenna is transmit this signal into the ear as a radio waves or electromagnetic wave signal. So this is the complete block diagram of a monochrome TV transmitter. In this monochrome TV transmitter system, AM modulating system and FM modulating system is used. Picture is modulated by the amplitude modulating amplifier, and sound is modulating by the FM modulating amplifier. It consists of the television camera, video amplifier, amplitude modulating amplifier, audio amplifier, FM modulating amplifier, FM sound transmitter, crystal oscillators, RF amplifier, power amplifier, scanning and synchronizing circuits, combining network, transmitted antenna, and microphone. These are the basic components of television transmitter. Now we'll discuss the basic function of each component one by one. The television camera. Its function is to convert the optical image of the television seen into electrical signal by the scanning process. Means, the optical image of the television seen into the electrical signal by scanning process. Video amplifier is to amplify the level of the video signal. In the next, we have amplitude modulating amplifier. That is, the video signals are amplified by the modulating amplifier to get the modulated signal. The video signals are amplified by modulating amplifier to get the modulated signal. Audio amplifier amplifies the electrical form of the audio signal from the microphone. FM modulating amplifier, sound signal from the audio amplifier is the frequency modulated by FM modulating amplifier. So in the transmission section, two modulation is performed. One is the amplitude modulation for the picture, and second is the FM frequency modulation for the sound. Now, FM sound transmitter, FM modulated amplified signal is transmitted through this FM sound transmitter to transmitting antenna through the combining network. Is in the combining network, we combine the two signal, that is the AM modulated signal and FM modulated signal. These are the combined and transmitted by the transmission section of the antenna. Crystal oscillators. Crystal oscillator generates the allotted picture carrier frequency. Means our crystal oscillator it generate a signal for the picture signal as a picture carrier frequency. RF amplifier, the RF amplifier amplifies the picture carrier frequency generated by the crystal oscillators to required level. So RF amplifier is amplify the crystal oscillator signal to the certain level to meet the as per the requirement of picture AM modulated picture signal at a particular level. Power amplifiers amplify the varies according to the modulating signal from the AM modulating amplifier. Scanning and the synchronizing circuits. The scanning is a process where picture elements are converted into the corresponding varying electrical signals. So scanning is the process through which the picture elements are or scene is developed and converted into the electrical signal, into the corresponding varying electrical signals. So this electrical signal is vary according to the picture or the scene elements. Combining network is used to isolate the AM picture and FM sound signal during the transmission. Transmitting antenna. The transmitting antenna receives the amplitude modulated picture signal and FM sound signal from the combining network for the radiation as a electromagnetic waves. So this is the basic fundamental of the transmitting antenna. So it combines the two signals and by combining network and it radiates in the waves as a electromagnetic waves or in the air, atmospheric airs. Microphones. Microphones is to convert the sound associated with the being picture televised into the proportionate electrical signal. So in the next section, we have simple block diagram of TV receiver. Reception basic monochrome TV. So in the block diagram of TV transmitter, we have a monochrome type of receiver with associated with the monochrome type of the transmitter. So this is the basic fundamental receiver diagram through which we receive the electromagnetic waves or TV signal in the form of radio waves or electromagnetic waves. This signal is received by receiver antenna. So receiver antenna receives the signal and it feeds this signal into the RF tuner. RF tuner is a device which tunes the signal to the particular frequency band. Then we have the common IF amplifier, then video detector and video amplifier. Here again at the picture tube and video detector, in between of that we have a scanning and synchronizing circuits. Picture tube is a device which converts the electrical signal into the scene. It develops a scene at the phosphorus screen. Video detector is restrict or divide the signal into the audio signal and video signal. So audio signal is given to the sound intermediate frequency amplifiers, and then we have the FM sound demodulator, which demodulate the signal, sound signal from the electrical sound signal. So this demodulation is the process performed by the FM demodulator. Here we will use the different type of the FM demodulator, which was studied in previous semesters. In the next section, we have audio amplifiers. This amplifier is used to amplify the audio signal to the certain level. Then we have at the end loudspeaker to produce the sound from the signal. So picture tube and loudspeaker is a device which performed the scene or picture corresponding to the sound. So this is the complete block diagram of our TV receiver system. The block diagram of a monochrome TV receiver shown in the figure, it consists the RF tuners, receiver antenna, common IF amplifier, video detector, video amplifier, scanning and synchronizing circuits, sound IF amplifier, FM sound demodulator, audio amplifier, loudspeaker, and the picture tube. So this is the complete blocks or complete detail of TV receiver. Now we will discuss the function of the each block one by one. So RF tuner in the receiver system, that is the RF tuner selects the desired channel frequency band from the receiving antenna. It selects on a particular frequency to receive the signal. After getting the tuning or tune to the particular signal band, then signal is able to receive by the receiver. And our frequency is matched with the transmission as well as the receiver. Receiver antenna intercepts the radiated RF signal by transmitter and send it to the RF tuner. Here we generally use the VHF or UHF type of antenna. In earlier days, in the monochrome television, we generally use Yagi-Uda antenna, and nowadays in the color television system or modern television systems or dish TV system, we are generally using our dish type of antenna. It's work on the ultra high frequency, that is the microwave frequencies. So the gain of the system is increased. So the gross image of the picture is reduced. Next, we have a common IF amplifier. There are the 2 or the 3 stages of the IF amplifier as per the requirement of system. How much you want to amplify the signal is depend on the IF amplifiers. That's why we are using here 2 or 3 stage of IF amplifiers. Now we have video detector used to detect the video signals coming from the last stage of the IF amplifiers. Video detector is the device to detect the video signal coming from last stage of the IF amplifier. In the next section, we have the video amplifiers. It amplifies the detected video signal to the level required. Scanning and synchronizing circuits. Scanning is the process where the picture element are converted into the corresponding varying electrical signal. The scanning and synchronizing is the same as at the transmitter. We have already discussed in the detail. In the next section, we will going to discuss more detail. The sound IF amplifier detected the audio signal is separated and selected for its range and amplified. Sound IF amplifier detect the audio signal is separated and selected for its intermediate frequency range and amplified. The FM sound demodulator, it is a device to demodulate the FM signal in the stage. In the next audio amplifiers, the frequency modulated demodulated audio signal is amplified to the required level to feed into the loudspeaker. Loudspeaker converts the FM demodulated amplifier signal associated with the picture being televised in proportionate sound signal. Picture tube. In the picture tube, the amplified video signal is converted back into the picture element. Next is the scanning process. Scanning is the process used to convert the optical into electrical signal. fastest movement of electron on image is called scanning. Means the movement of the electron beam on the image is called the scanning. So through this we are able to scan the image. Scanning process is a technique similar to the reading of written information on a page, starting at the top left and processing line by line downwards to the end at the bottom right. Scanning is a process as a reading of written information on the page, starting from the top left and processing line by line downwards to the end at the bottom right. So this is the just like a reading of a page. Scanning is done frame by frame. Each frame consists of 625 horizontal lines. Each frame is the scanned at a rate of 25 frames per second. Means in the scanning, the is done as a frame by frame, and each frame consisting of 625 horizontal lines. This is the system or all system which is adopted by the Asian countries or India. Each frame is scanned at the 25 frames per second. This is the scanning rate of a frame. Now we have the four type of the scanning. One is the horizontal scanning. Second one is the vertical scanning. Third, sequential or progressive scanning. And fourth is the interlaced scanning. So in the first type of the scanning, that is the horizontal scanning, is also known as edge scanning. The movement of electron beam from the left to the right on the screen is known as trace period. When the beam returns quickly from right to the left is called retrace or flyback. It is the retrace or flyback period. So in the horizontal scanning, the movement from right to left is known as the trace period, and again return back from left to right or flyback is called retrace period. So there is the trace and retrace, two types of the periods. Trace and retrace period together in horizontal directions is known as horizontal scaling, because this moves from right to left and left to right from a page from top to bottom. So horizontal frequency is the number of the lines in a frame into number of the frames per second. We already discussed that the number of the lines in the PAL system is 625 and number of the frames per second is the 25 frames per second. So total horizontal scanning is the 15,625 Hertz. Here in the figure, the waveform of the horizontal deflection coils is given here, that the first line is shown as a trace period as well as retrace period. Second line, trace and retrace. Third line, trace and retrace period. So it is the curve between the current versus time. Maximum horizontal current and time. Now we have a vertical scanning, the movement of the electron beams in the vertical direction. Movement of electron beam from top to the bottom is called trace or V scanning. Movement of the beam from bottom to the top of frame is called retrace period in the V scanning. The vertical frequency equal to the number of the frames per second, that is 25 hertz. In the edge scanning, 15,625 is the horizontal frequency and vertical frequency is 25 hertz. The scanning process in the vertical deflection waveform or vertical scanning process is shown in the figure A, that is the linear vertical trace top to bottom is shown. Dotted line is shown retrace period and dark line is shown as a trace period. In the B section, B figure number B, we have a retrace period, which is shown as a dotted line from bottom to the top. And current waveform for vertical scanning with time is shown in the figure C, that is the top to the bottom and bottom to the top. Bottom to top is known as retrace period, top to bottom is known as a vertical trace period. In the next, we have a progressive scanning or sequential scanning. This is the third number of scanning process or third type of scanning. In previous, we have already discussed the H scanning and V scanning. Sequential or progressive scanning is the process in which both horizontal and vertical directions are scanned simultaneously to provide the complete picture. Progressive scanning is a process in which horizontal as well as vertical scanning is progressed simultaneously to provide the complete pictures. Horizontal lines are scanned one by one, and so complete picture will scan through this type. Flicker. The sensation of produced by incident light on nerves of the eye's retina does not cease immediately. It persists for about 1/25th of second, that is 0.062 second. This storage characteristics called as persistence of vision of eye. Flicker means if the scanning rate of the picture is low, then time taken to move one frame to the another frame will be high. This result in alternate bright and dark picture in the scene. This is called flicker. Because of the movement of the frame from one frame to another frame, time period is high. So there is the alternate bright and dark picture in the scene, and this is known as flicker. To avoid the flicker, the scanning rate of the picture should be increased, that is the 50 frames per second. So this problem is reduced by increasing the scanning of frames per second. Interlaced scanning, it is the fourth type of the scanning in TV systems. To reduce the flicker, the vertical scanning is done 50 times per second in the TV system. However, only 25 frames per second are scanned. So to reduce the flicker, we need to increase this time period to the 50 frames per second. This is done by interlaced scanning. In the interlaced scanning, the 625 lines are grouped into the two fields. They are called as a even field and odd field. Each field consisting 312.5 lines. Even field contains even number lines. Odd field contains odd number of the lines. So total 625 line system is divided into the two fields, even and odd fields. Each field consists of 312.5 lines. During the first scanning lines, number 1, 3, 5 are scanned. During the next scan line, number 2, 4, 6 are scanned. That is, the alternate lines are scanned every time. So to cover the each frame, scanning is done 2 times. Here the vertical rate of scanning is increased twice. So it will comes on 50 frames per second. So the problem related to the flicker is reduced. So it will reduce the flicker. Interlaced scanning is shown. Now the vertical frequency is the 50 Hz, but there is no change in the horizontal frequency. Horizontal frequency is equal to the number of the lines, that is 312.5, and number of the frames per second scanning rate, that is the 312.5 into 50 equal to the 15,625 Hz. So the H scanning lines is the same, or frequency is the same. Now we have a scanning period. Useful video signals are obtained during the trace period only. So the trace time is larger than the trace time. So our information is carried in the trace period. So its time is big or large as compared to retrace time. Horizontal scanning has in a tracing period is the 52 microseconds, and retracing period is 12 microseconds. So total time period for scanning one line is 64 microseconds. Vertical scanning period, that is the tracing time is 18.722 milliseconds. Retracing time is 1.27 milliseconds. Total time period is 20 milliseconds. Horizontal frequency is 15,625 Hz. Horizontal time is 1 upon T equal to the 64 seconds. Scanning periods, horizontal time is equal to the 1 upon T, that is the 64 seconds. Vertical frequency is the 50 Hz. Vertical time period is the 20 milliseconds. Number of the horizontal line lost during the retrace, that is the vertical retrace time upon one horizontal time, that is 20 lines is lost during the vertical retrace of the frame. So 20 lines are lost per field, and in total 40 lines are horizontal lines are lost during the scanning of each frame. Active number of the lines is equal to the 625 minus 40, that is the 585 So this is the odd lines and the inactive lines, even lines and inactive lines. In the case of the odd field and even field, both active and inactive lines are shown, and each field has total 20 inactive lines, that is retrace period. So total frame consisting 40 retrace line or 40 lines, that is inactive lines. So this is the complete process of the scanning process of electron beam or scene or picture in the television transmission and reception system. So next we have a multiple choice questions. First, that is the modulation is done in A, receiver, B, transducer, C, between transmitter and radio receiver, D, transmitter. In the TV transmission, picture signal is modulated by DSB SC double sideband suppressed carrier. B is the VSB vestigial sideband. C is SSB single sideband suppressed carrier. D is pulse. All modulating television system are use vestigial sideband. Question number third, in the TV transmission, sound signal is modulated. A, phase, B, pulse, C, frequency, D, amplitude. Square law modulators are A, used for frequency modulation, B, used for pulse width modulation, C, used for amplitude modulation, D, used for phase modulation. Question number 5, what is the role of transmitter in the communication system? A, to decode a signal to be transmitted. B, to convert one form of energy into the other. C, to detect and amplify the information signal from the carrier. D, to produce the radio waves to transmit data. Question number 6, what is the maximum transmission efficiency? 67.88%, B 33.33%, C 73%, D 54.03. Why a helical antenna is used for satellite tracking? A, because of its circular polarization. B, because of its broad bandwidth. C, because of its low bandwidth. D, because of rectangular polarization. Which one of the following noise becomes of great importance at high frequency? A, flicker noise. B, short noise. C, impulse noise. And D is transmit time noise. Question number 9, which of the broad classification of a noise are the most difficult to treat? A, noise generated in the receiver. B, noise generated in transmitter. C, external noise. D, internal noise. Which of the steps is not included in the process of reception? A, encoding. B, decoding. C, demodulating. And D is filtering. So today we have discussed about the fundamentals of television system. In this, we have discussed about TV transmitter section as well as TV receiver system. In the next section, we have discussed one by one of block diagram component of TV transmitter and TV receiver. And we have also discussed the scanning process in TV transmitter and receiver system, how the electron beam is converted into the electrical voltage signal by tracing and retracing process. In this section, we have also discussed about the types of the scanning and their benefits and drawbacks. After that, we have discussed the uh, scanning period and retrace period, time, frequency, etc. And in the last, we have also discussed about flickers. So today's lecture is based on the TV fundamentals or TV transmitter and receiver, monochrome type of TV transmitter and receiver section. Thank you.